If I don't like my hair when it's natural, I'm gonna cry. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. As y'all can see, I have cut my hair and I'm getting ready to style it curly for the first time. I just washed it this morning, and y'all, when I tell you guys, my hair was so dirty. So dirty. Like, it wasn't acting right. First of all, you know when your hair is straight but it's dirty, it's just not acting right. But then my scalp was so itchy, I could not wait to wash it. So I washed it. I put a mask in it. Where's the mask I use? This is the mask I use. This is M26 by Spoiled Child. This is the Advanced Damage Repair hair mask. I just love the way it makes my hair feel. It's so like smooth in my hair and I love it. So it's actually almost gone. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yes, you can. It's focus. Am I not a real YouTuber? As you guys can see, it's empty. So great mask. Pretty much through it now. But y'all, I don't know how to feel about my hair this length, curly. First of all, I knew this was gonna happen, but it's highlighting the different textures on my head. The left side of my hair has a looser curl pattern than the right. And now, like, this side is shorter than this side already. So I'm obviously gonna have to either stretch this side or really like define and like diffuse this side up, because that's gonna look crazy. Or I was thinking I could do like this side part situation and that would make up for it. But my hair looks so short. I mean, it is short. I chopped it off. Bethany, what are you talking about? Of course it's short. So this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I feel like I should throw a brow on because I just feel I feel a little underbaked right now. So I'm gonna throw my brow on and grab some hair products and okay, I'm back. I put on my brows, a little bit of concealer, hopefully it's blended, and a pimple patch because I just feel better like this. I think the side part is gonna be the move, and I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Today I'm using hair products by Lanza. They sent me these right before I straightened my hair. This is not sponsored, but they did send me these, so I want to try them out. I didn't use the shampoo and conditioner that came with this because I didn't think about it, but let's use some of their other products. So let's try the Curl Whirl Defining Cream and the Butter Whip Styling Foam. I love a styling foam, but this is not the type, like this is like a moussey foam. Like usually I use like a foam like this. This is one of my favorites. I would love to be using that today, knowing that it's gonna turn out good. I'm using products that I guess I'm not really 100% about, but I wanna try them. So I don't know why I'm taking a gamble on a day like this, because if I don't like my hair when it's natural, I'm gonna cry. This is why I have you guys for moral support to help get me through this, because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is just kind of a chatty video because I don't think it'll take that long. First of all, this is the Unbrush Viral TikTok Detangling Brush. It's pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it's a monumental brush. My daughter says it still hurts her sometimes, so that's just being real, but hey, I don't know. So I'm gonna start first with the Defining Cream Curl Whirl. But yeah, you guys, cutting my hair was a very spur of the moment decision. Anytime that I would think about cutting my hair into a bob, I would immediately talk myself out of it. It kind of had to happen in the moment if it was gonna happen, because eventually, if I kept thinking about it, I would have been like, I'm not doing that. But my hair wasn't in a style, like it wasn't in any style. And I didn't really like that. So the cream, it's weird because I'm putting it in my hair, but I feel like it's literally evaporating out my hair. But that's probably a good thing, because usually the mousse doesn't mix that well with like cream products in my experience. So because this went in my hair and kind of feels like water, that's kind of good, I think. Should I put all the cream in and then all the mousse? It's not usually how I flow, but my hair's so short, mine as well. But yeah, my hair wasn't in a style and I didn't like it. So in my mind, I was like, I already don't like my hair and it's not in a style. I'd rather it be a style that I can work with, that I can actually style, make it look cute, than just like a random length of hair with layers that I never wanted. So that's really what led me to cutting it all off. Obviously, like if you saw the last video of why I cut my hair again, this is like, I should just take that down and post another one that just says why I cut my hair off, because y'all are gonna be so done with me. But it was a continuation of the same issue. I thought I had resolved it. I thought I had got all of the damage out of my hair, and I had not. It had not. So it was more of the same, and it caused me to have to put all these layers in my hair that I really didn't want. And it was just, it wasn't giving. It wasn't giving. And I really want to dye my hair to get the rest of the color off my hair too, because about this much of my hair on the ends is still colored, or faded. I did color over it and darken all my hair, but it kind of just faded back. So that's kind of just that. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of going with the flow. I do want to grow my hair back out. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it short or not, or if I'm just gonna let it grow from here. We'll just have to see. I'm finishing up my 30th year of life. This is so funny, but this is something that I have literally been talking about with my sisters for like the past week, because a lot of people have been having birthdays, right? And I just think it's so funny. Like, I had this realization about birthdays that like we think about them all wrong. Like, we're wrong about birthdays. Like, when you turn a specific age, like, you're not going into that year, you're leaving it. And technically everybody is like a year older than they really claim to be. Because if I'm turning 30, if I say like I'm leaving my 20s and entering my 30s, like, that's technically not true, because you're born at 0. Right? Okay, stay with me. On your first birthday, you turn 1. You turn an age upon the completion of that year, upon completion of that age of your life. So I completed 1 year of life, I turned 1. That means that when I turn 30, I've already completed 30 years of life. I'm not stepping into 30. Like, I've been up in it since January when it was my birthday and I turned 29. Like, I finished 29 and I stepped into 30. Like, I'm already working on 30 right now. Like, I'm in my 30th year of life. And I just think that that's like crazy. Like, you're celebrating the completion. So when you look at the numbers, yeah, like, you're leaving your 20s. But like, I feel like whenever you're in that, like, whatever ends with 9 years, 19, 29, 39, 49, like, you're in that next year. You're in that next decade already, babes. Which I actually plan to do something for my birthday next year. I never do anything for my birthday. Do you guys like have birthday dinners and parties? Like my friends as a young adult, like, they always celebrated their birthdays like for a whole week, for a whole weekend, for a whole month. And like, I just always thought it was such a big to-do. Like, I just thought it was so much. Plus, my birthday is like right after the holidays. And it just seems like nobody feels like doing that anymore. And maybe I just didn't feel like doing it. But like, I never do anything for my birthday, ever. I've been on earth for nearly 30 years. And I really haven't had a party since I turned 16, maybe? So that's kind of crazy to me. I want to share a little bit about myself. I just feel like, okay, we've gotten on here, we talked about ADHD. I gotta show you guys my closet. I feel like I'm just gonna throw that in the end of this video because y'all will be so proud of me. Like, it has been nearly, how many weeks? 3 weeks since I cleaned my closet out and posted that video. And you guys, my closet looks like that. Like, the desk has stuff on it, but other than that, my closet looks like that video. I have been cleaning up after myself. I've been overcoming, okay? So this is just hope to you guys that you can do it too. I just take more time. I've just slowed down in life. Like, and it's just such a happier life when you just slow down. All right, I want to make sure this mousse is doing its thing and giving me the definition that I deserve, because I am gonna have to diffuse this. It's getting cold out. But yeah, so things that y'all might not know about me. I am a PK. I grew up in church. I grew up with my parents as pastors of a pretty large ministry in Columbus, Ohio, and I grew up there. And I grew up a very privileged life, and I'm very thankful for that. Exposed to a lot of amazing, great things. Just a great life, okay? Just a great life. Not without its challenges, of course. That's life in general. But yeah, and my parents, they both went to James Madison University. That's actually where they met. And they actually were friends with my husband's parents at James Madison University, which is also where they met. And they were involved in campus ministry. I feel like this is part of my story, because if it wasn't for any of this, like, my life would be nothing like it is now. So I'm including it, even though it's not my bio. It's like my parents' bio and my in-laws, but they all met there. They got married. They started a campus ministry, and they have been rolling for the Lord ever since in ministry. And you guys, this is so crazy. So my camera died, so I went to change the battery. I flip open the battery compartment, and I'm like, this is not how the battery looks. And I realized I am using my old grandpa camera by accident. I was just moving too fast and didn't notice that I grabbed the wrong camera. I was trying to figure out, like, am I stupid? Because the way you turn on the camera, everything about it is different. Like, it's similar, but it's a different camera. And I was literally like, how I'm turning it on and everything is just not right. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera and everything out the shot. There we go. But how you turn it on, how you press record, everything is different on this camera and then that one. And I was like, this button was not right here. Like, am I tripping? The quality and everything should just greatly increase at this point. And I'm so sorry that the whole first part of this video probably doesn't look good. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But let's keep going. The moose is giving definition right now. I can't even be mad if I wanted to, because this looks good. So I'm feeling good so far. Feeling good so far. So what story was I telling? This is the problem. I don't even know what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, my parents. Okay, great. So they all met at James Madison campus ministry, and they both went into full-time ministry from there. Not full-time. Our parents still had other jobs, I guess, but like, they eventually went into full-time ministry, and they've been in ministry ever since. And that's how we know each other, because our parents went to college together. I'm a PK, and my husband's also a PK, and we got married very young because we were long distance. I live in Virginia now. That's where my husband's from. I'm from Ohio, like I said. So we were long distance for about 4.5 years. We dated that way. It was hard. It was treacherous. It was ghetto, and I wouldn't recommend it. But we did that, and I've been working in full-time ministry ever since I graduated high school. I graduated high school in 2011, and I've been working in ministry since. I was actually like the head of our youth department in Columbus, our youth ministry there, and so I taught our youth on a regular basis, and I worked in the church office, and I just knew there was a certain age. It could have been like 12 or 14, but I just knew at a certain point that, like, I wanted to dedicate my life to ministry. It was my choice. I knew what I wanted. I knew that's what I wanted. And for me, I knew it had to be my choice, or I was always gonna wonder, like, have regrets or wonder, like, is this what I really wanted? Like, people told me, oh, you're gonna do this from a young age. People told me that. But I knew in my mind, like, I've got to make this decision because I feel that it's what's right for me. Originally, when I was in high school, like, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to study psychology. I still would love to study psychology in some way, but when it was my junior year, I want to say, I kind of got this revelation that college was not going to be the route for me. Like, God literally was just like, you're not doing any of that, man. And so I don't know what would have happened if I went to college. I don't know if I would have, like, gotten off of course, or actually, like, I do kind of know, because the way that my relationship happened, like, college would have been in the way of that. So, you know, I followed God's will. I went to ministry school, and I did that. I worked at the church, and then I got engaged and married all at 20 years old. So I got married so super young. Like, I was a child. Like, please. I always think about it. I'm just like, to my husband, like, we were just babies. Like, what were we doing, you know? But when you know that something is from God, like, it didn't feel that way at the time. Like, it just felt right. But looking back, I'm just like, whoa. Whoa. Like, who let us do that? Our parents were just like, yeah, okay. Like, we were just mature individuals, and it just really worked out. So I had my daughter at 22, and I think I had my son at 25. I've been working in ministry here, and so originally I was going to be looking for a job when I moved here, and my father-in-law was like, you've been working in ministry, like, at this point you're basically a transfer. And he so graciously gave me a position here assisting my husband in youth ministry here. And then my job has changed. I also had some admin responsibilities, which I'm sure you can imagine for somebody with ADHD, like, anything admin is really not giving a responsibility I should have. But I didn't even know anything about that at the time. I was like, oh yeah, I can do it, whatever. And I did do it. I didn't do that great, to be fair, at some of the admin stuff. But my job changed over time, still working with the youth, but working more in the media department, more creative things, graphic design, event planning. And, you know, that's one thing about ministry, is that if you work in ministry, you probably know, but your job will kind of just shift and evolve over time. And that's kind of like how my job was, and still is, changing and evolving. It continues to do that. That's kind of my, like, life story. Once I got married, I started my YouTube channel, and I traded my iPhone 6, I want to say. Yeah, I traded, I think it was my iPhone 6 for the camera, the one that I was using before this by accident. And I started my YouTube channel, and it was great at the beginning. Like, I grew really fast, and I was just so thankful for that. But I also didn't really have an understanding that that wasn't normal. And then I had my first child. I was in the thick of, like, a new marriage, and I just kind of fell off, and things have been kind of on again, off again ever since then, as far as my YouTube channel. And it's something that I am passionate about, but it's always been the back burner, because for years I've been playing catch up. Every day of my life, I'm just playing catch up, trying to live my life, trying to do the things I'm supposed to do, trying to survive. And so with this journey of overcoming ADHD with the help of God, my spiritual growth, everything, my mental health, everything has taken such a huge positive turn. I've been learning so much, but I've been growing so much. And that growth is what has really helped me have peace, to not be so anxious about failing all the time. It's just really changed my life, and I'm so thankful for the grace of God. I'm so thankful that even when I do have weaknesses, even when I do have shortcomings, even when I do have failures, His grace is sufficient. And that scripture in 2 Corinthians that talks about that, like, just has given me such a new perspective as well. And I've been really holding on to that, and just, you know, working to become better. I think a lot of people, when they finally do find Christ, they feel like God is going to change them and make them more patient, make them more kind, make them more caring towards others, make them like Him. But when God makes you a new creature, you still have to put off that old man. Like, you still have to take the grave clothes off. You know what I'm saying? When you are a new creature, you still have to choose to walk in that. And so it still takes work. It still takes perseverance. It takes self-control, the fruit of the Spirit. Like, that is something that you have to step into as a child of God. It's not something that just happens to you. And so you'll get opportunities to grow and to choose God's way over the other way. But it doesn't just make you not be angry and make you not have anger problems, it gives you the opportunity, and the Holy Spirit gives you the strength. Where you're weak, He's strong. So He gives you the strength okay? To lift you up to that place to where you can be like Christ, to where you can have the mind of Christ. And so that's a daily thing. That's why Paul said, I die daily. He dies daily. Like, your flesh has to die daily. You don't just become a spirit, because you're still living in this fleshly world. So you have to put on the new man. Look, I'm not gonna preach to y'all. I'm not gonna preach to y'all. I'm not gonna preach to y'all. That's like kind of my life story. I just thought I would share it with you guys because I don't think I ever have, which is so weird. I'm getting ready to diffuse my hair because it's cold outside. I'm not going outside like this, but I do need to go to work, so I'm gonna dry my hair. We're gonna see how it looks. Even this piece, like you can see this piece hanging down. I'm not proud of you, but we're just gonna see how it dries. Like, my hair is wavy over here, but the way this one is hanging like that is giving, I'm giving side eye to that one because it looks a little damage. Also guys, with my blow dryers, when it comes to my Tymo versus my Dyson, I honestly just grab whichever one is easiest to grab, whichever one is on top, which happens to like normally be my Dyson because that's just where it is. But my blow dryers are in the drawer and I just grabbed the first one I can get to. Okay, so I'm putting some jewelry on because sometimes you just need to remind yourself that you're a woman. So I'm putting on some earrings, I put on a watch, a necklace. You know, I just need to girl it up a little bit. I feel like I look kind of cute though. This is different. This is different, y'all. I've never, these products snap though. These products, I wasn't sure what to expect because I tried a little bit of the mousse to touch up my hair one day and I was like, but I wanted to give it a fair shot on its own. And that is this definition. You know, it does have a bit of a cast, which is a good thing though, because that means longevity. I do not mind a cast, okay? I don't mind a cast at all. What do y'all think? I feel like this side though is shaped funny. I don't know if I just need to fluff it more, but like, see how it just has a weird shape to it. Like, that's strange. Which way are we curling? Is it this way? We do a finger coil. Is that the wrong way? Okay, let's try the other way. Okay. We got a finger coil in there. Coil on top. Okay. It's not all the way dry, but it's definitely laying better. Cause that was weird. Okay. I'm gonna put some oil in my hair. This piece that we talked about earlier, she's still hanging low, but we're just gonna tuck her in. We're gonna tuck her in bed, tell her goodnight, and just leave it at that. Overall, I'm pleasantly surprised with the shape. I was scared that it was just going to look very bad, but it's actually doing what it needs to do. Ah! Y'all, I get so geeked out sometimes, like, still looking at myself, like, it's so weird. Like, in the viewfinder, I'm just like, yo, whose head is that? So I'm taking my show oil. Y'all know I love my show oil, and I'm really getting in these ends in the front. The longest parts of my hair, which are the parts from the top, are the parts that didn't technically get cut. Like, I probably could have cut my bob a little shorter, but I was just honestly just getting used to the idea of cutting it at all. This is where we are. What do y'all think? Be honest. Let me turn around. I have to watch this back to see what the back of my head looks like. Oh, I can see it on the viewfinder. Duh. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Nothing crazy going on back there. But yeah, so this is my new hair as of right now. And this is what we're working with. So I'm gonna be trying different styles, different things. This is the Beth method. I'm feeling it though. I'm feeling it though. I'm feeling it though, I think. Before I put my hair back natural, I was looking for other girls who washed their bob for the first time. Like, what does your bob look like when it's curly? Couldn't find a thing. Couldn't find a thing. That is going to be in the tags of this video so that anyone else like me who is looking for a video of what does your bob look like curly can see that we're out here slaying. Obviously, it depends on your curl pattern and everything, but I just wanted to get an idea. Like, what what should I even be expecting? But yeah, the hair gives. It gives. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I have to change my style or something. You know, like when your hair is different, you just feel like, okay, what do I need to do to be this version of me? That's how I feel. But anyways, guys, I gotta get to work. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna continue just making impromptu videos and just trying to get them out. The hardest part is getting them out. I film stuff, but sometimes I just don't get it out. And yeah, you guys, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.